Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 21 of my Alien Encounters Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And I do still have Amelia here visiting, because I figured that we would keep her here and let her spend some time with Sylvia during the day while Eric goes to work, because I'm going to send Eric to work on his own in hopes that maybe he might be more likely to get a promotion, because he has completed all of his breakthroughs that he needs, and I sometimes find that that goes up higher faster from especially the fact that he has the responsible trait if he doesn't go to work. We'll see about pinning this, and then maybe when he comes home from work, we'll find out whether he has any, effects from his being abducted last night when we had all the alien visitors. While we're here waiting, I'm going to have him go harvest some plants, because we had, after 5 a.m. they all came through, I think. Yeah. So we're going to have him come over here and harvest all, which will help work on this collect 25 collectibles. And then we are going to, after he's done that all, supercell the money fruit, just as opposed to doing it separately. Because if I supercell, it may just mess up. So anyway, so let's check in with Sylvia. I don't know where she stands. She needs to play an instrument for an hour while inspired. That looks like what I was going to work on her. And I think I was seeing whether this would work, but this did not count for it. So she can release a track. So why don't we do that with her? This says outstanding. That's normal. I think we should do the outstanding ones before we do anything not. So she's got a couple of outstandings, so we're going to do an outstanding one there. So, and then she may as well play an instrument of some sort while inspired, so that we can work on that. What instrument skills does she have? She does not actually have guitar. She has maxed the violin, and she doesn't have piano, so she could work on that also. She could work on either. Maybe we'll start off with a piano. Let's check it on. So his activity, his hunger is okay. So we're going to feed a treat before we do anything else, and then we're going to talk to him. We're going to tell him another secret, and then I'm going to go into buy mode and buy her a guitar. And I'm, of course, going under objects by function, because that's the way I like to look myself. That's how I like to do it. Though in prior Sims, I usually went in by rooms, but for some reason in Sims 4, I prefer doing it this way. I find it easier to do it this way for me. So we're going to just buy her a regular basic guitar right there. And then, you know what, maybe we won't actually put that. Maybe we'll let her go into a... Did you actually go do what I asked you to do? I don't think you did. We've been having problems with... Can't queue up the interactions with the hamster. Maybe that's my issue with it. I know there are, like I said, there are issues with it, so I can't get rid of Bob, or we're going to have a problem. So we're not going to get rid of him. Oh, look, aspiration completed, so we're going to talk. We're going to try and tell that secret to Bob. Bob, too. So, because I see over there, he must have completed everything, and he's finished. So what I'm going to do with him now, it looks like, I think we had, we'll leave that for someone else to clean up. We're going to have him come and do a supercell. So the 42 money fruit are worth 156,000 and change. But it looks like the garden kind of needs to be looked after. So we're going to water all to be on the safe side. And because he goes to work pretty soon. That looks like it's wilted. And is it still, see, it doesn't seem to be bee friendly. Once it's poor, it doesn't seem to do much. So we're going to get rid of it because it's no longer saying it's scented and helpful. So I'm just going to sell it. I probably should have tried to transform it. So maybe I'll do that next time we have one left over. So I know I was going to have her, I think I didn't end up having her go do the guitar yet. So I'm going to have her make another one of these that we can scent and put back into the greenhouse out there. I figured while I had Amelia here, oh yes, we would have her work on her painting aspiration and her fame too, though the only problem is that the money's gonna go into our household, but that's all right. Why she was tense, I don't know why she was tense, but we're gonna do another realism painting. Well, we're gonna do a painting, a realism painting, not another one, because she did an abstract painting. And where was that 45 simoleons? I saw a negative 45. I know it's not very much, but I didn't really understand where Or why? Oh, that's what it was. It was from her doing these. She mustn't have any chrysanthemums in her inventory, so that's why she's doing that. So he's looking after the garden. So they're all doing their own thing, and I'll be back when something happens. And as I said, I'm going to send Eric to work on his own. I might also add a little bit of landscaping to this lot, because right now all we have are our actual trees, but maybe I'll try and look and see if there's some trees that we can add that sort of match the neighborhood to make it look, a little nicer. So I'll be back a little later. So we got a pop-up for Eric at work, and it says, request for feedback. Eric needs to provide tough feedback to a coworker. How should he give the note? Straight and honest or pair with praise? I'm going to go straight and honest. And that means he gave them very honest feedback. He also worked with his coworker to create a plan to correct the problem. His boss praised Eric for working well with his teammate, and he got 2 performance gain mediums. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm on the wrong sim. Maybe we'll see the benefit at the end of the day. I don't really know. But, hopefully that will help him with his promotion. And he is working hard. If I get rid of this pop-up there, you'll see that it's grayed out. So it shows that that's what he's doing. So if anything else happens, I will be back. Oh, we did get our bills. They're pretty high, 7,064, but that's probably because I didn't sell the money fruit on the tree until later, and it was worth 156,000 simoleons, so it would have brought the value of the lot up quite a lot, and that's what the bills are based off of. And I did do a little landscaping out here, and then I added a swing set over here, but I didn't really do very much in the backyard because I expect at some point I'll add a pool and things like that, so I didn't really want to do too much. And I'm about to put cheats off. That's why the bar is open. Move objects cheats off, because I find sometimes when you're moving things around, it causes some problems. So I will be back at the end of the day. So Eric is home. Unfortunately, he did not get his promotion, which I would have thought, given everything, like he got those big boosts and everything, but I do notice that I find it harder to get promotions with the get to work type careers. I'm not sure if the same is true with the work from home careers, but the ones where you have to actively work, I was hoping that by not going that, he also got that pop-up that you would have expected to do more for him. He also was quite tired. I should have rallied the troops before he went to work, so he might have been a little bit tired, and he needs some fun, but he does not appear to be experience any side effects from being abducted last night, so I kind of think he's not pregnant, unfortunately. So the only thing is now that I probably will again not go to work with him the next part, because he should get his promotion, and just to try and make this go by a little bit quicker because it takes time for him to work, I am going to maybe before we do anything like that, we'll let him go out to space. That's supposed to help him a little bit, but can't say I notice a big improvement into their fame when they do these. I don't think the scientist career gives them that much fame. Or I'm not having much luck with it. Perhaps as he gets higher up, maybe it will, but hopefully it will at least stop it from going down as much as it is, and it will also give him some fun. And during the day, Amelia completed her painting aspiration because she got 3 masterpieces. So we made a little bit of money from her doing that. That wasn't my goal. I just figured I would try and work on her fame a little bit during the day, and I'm gonna actually have her pay the bills. Some of that money that she earned today, and there's that rocket ship going off into space, and she's going to take a thoughtful shower because she needs to have a shower. And it looks like Sylvia... Oh, here we go. We're going to enter the race, the space race. She's soaring through the outer reaches of space when he notices an insanely bright something glowing below him. As he swings in closer, he hears engines revving, and he realizes it's an interstellar racetrack. There's a prize for the winner, but these contestants are no joke. So we're going to enter the race. I think he's already done this one before. He doesn't have an upgraded machine, so it's probably not that likely to be successful. And you, my dear, you're actually okay, but you don't need to drink that drink. We're going to stop that. So we're gonna off to the races, and because I really don't want you to drink that, because you're gonna get that quirk for drinking. And then we can also just take this and sell it for a little bit. Not very much. How is Bob? He's full, content, and content, so we don't need to do anything with Bob at all. And I did start a gathering of Amelia's club because I wanted to do that, so I'm going to end that gathering now. In the next part, I'm going to have Amelia already be gone. She's not going to be in our part, here. She's not to say she won't ever come back, but for now, you know, we're going to be, not have her in the club. Maybe while she's here, we'll just keep this gathering going. We're going to keep pace and see what happens. So we're going to do that. And so you're going to come over here and you're going to, you know, compliment Art, I suppose, when you're finished. The only reason I don't want a club gathering going is because last time Ethan made a mess. Oh, Dog Girl won. Big surprise. But he got a dead blue slug while he was there. Oh, you're doing your homework on Bob too. Good kid. Good kid, I have to say. So why don't you talk to your brother while he's visiting? We're going to not ask for a large loan. We're going to ask about Day. And let's check in on Eric's needs. It did max out his fun. He is still a little bit tired and he needs to have a shower. So we're going to come over here and we're going to do one more rally the troops with him. And then we're going to have him take a shower. And we'll see what happens with him. Like I said, it doesn't seem like we had any luck, unfortunately. So he's been abducted 3 times, but not had any results from that. I did have Sylvia practice her guitar today, so she has reached, I guess, level 4 of the guitar. Did she get to level 4? She got to level 4 of the guitar. So we're going to have her play with emotion a little bit, just because I was playing with another sim with emotion, and it seemed like... Shish kebabs, okay. It seemed like with the guitar, they would only play for a little bit, and then they would stop. So that with the violin, if you set them up to play with emotion, they will just constantly play. So that's kind of a good thing. She has already written songs, but not when she was on this aspiration, so she has to still write 4 more songs. So I figured it would be better to have her learn other instruments so that you can license more songs, because you can only license 1 song per instrument a week, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest, because if you paint, you can sell all your paintings, and if you write books, you can publish all of your books, but with music, you can only do 1 song per instrument per week. And then you get to, I know you can license it a game, but honestly, I'd rather be able to license it and it be gone, and then you license another song, like however many songs, and it takes so long, so it did stop. She didn't keep going with that. So we're going to just have her practice. So the same thing is true, I noticed, with the piano. If you have them play with emotion on the piano, they only do it for so long and then it stops. So if you want to have a teen or child work on their emotional control, I find the violin so far is the best one to do it on, because they will just do it non-stop, which is a good thing. Oh, he's being abducted again. Maybe one of these abductions is going to take finally, hopefully. That would be nice. That's quite funny. So I just it's sort of like a waiting game, just trying to see. So he's being abducted regularly, but he's not come back pregnant any time that he's been abducted so far, because a day has passed since the last time. But we didn't even really do anything this time. It just happened. Whereas last time we contacted the aliens. I don't even think I'm going to bother contacting the aliens, because it doesn't really seem to be much point in doing that. So I'd like you to get... See, she needs something to keep up her fame, or she's going to lose that fame. So probably I should have her do something other than play this guitar, because this guitar is not going to help her very much. She should maybe go make a video while Eric is being abducted. So why don't we have her study the trends and see what trends are, currently out there. Currently good trends. And have her work on that a little bit. Let's see. So toy review, and there's another couple of days. confident vlog, which she can do an inspired vlog, and she's inspired for 43 minutes, but then she's also inspired from knowing the trends for 4 hours. So we're going to try doing a inspiring vlog. What I have noticed is that the emotional vlogs actually depend on your emotion at the end and not at the beginning. Which is why I was wondering how long she was going to be inspired for. Oh, he must be back. And again, he is aliens awesome from being abducted. So he's very happy about that. So that's a good thing. So, and you're making drinks. She made a lot of their money from selling vampire cures. So I had her learn the mixology skills so that her vampire cures would hopefully be higher quality, because they do vary in value, and what you get for them does vary based on what they are. But I would think that maybe the quality of the plants that you use, like, because you have to actually use the plasma fruit, the wolf's bane, and garlic, 10 of each, plus they cost 2,500 simoleons to be able to make a vampire cure. So while you can make a lot of money from it, it does take a little bit of time to get it going. And you don't need to have a drink, and you don't need to make another drink. What is with drink sims and bars? They just constantly use them. Why don't you do something productive and do another painting over here? We'll do another realism painting. And what I want to look at here is, so she's just a little bit over that. So she's not going to get up another notch on her fame before she leaves, before the end of this part. Because after this part is over, like I said, she's going to go back home. And let's see. She's still working on her video. And he is looking out into space, stargazing. He kind of needs to have a shower. I thought he had one. But, I don't know. Come have a shower. So they're just kind of doing their own thing. So why don't I just sort of play through a little bit and see if we have any luck with this particular abduction. So I will be back. Well, it's now Tuesday evening, and it's just before Eric should be coming home from work, so I thought I would start recording again. I still have Amelia in the house because this part hasn't ended yet, so during the day I worked on her reputation, so she has a pristine reputation, as of course does both Eric and Sylvia. And she even got, I don't know if she was already at level 2. I don't remember her doing anything. She's been working on her flower arranging skill, because I tried to get her to read a book, but that was boring. I think I remember that from before. And Sylvia had a call saying that any video she did would be good for her to upload. And I usually do edit and do all those things, even though I think they usually say that they'll do it for you, but I still do that all the time. But I decided to do a programming video. So it's programming for noobs, because she had no programming experience. She had never programmed before in her life, or in her sim life, I suppose, that I could tell. She had no programming skill. And that was one of the videos that was coming up for trending, was programming videos. So I decided, even though they didn't care what it was, I would do one that was trending right now. So now I've already had her add effects and add transitions, and it is definitely quicker once you upgrade this, because this is fully upgraded. And one of the upgrades, let me just have her edit the video. I don't know if it'll tell me because it's upgraded. It may not tell. So it's unbreakable. There it is. So the increased memory slots makes editing videos take less time. And I have to say, it does seem to be a lot faster, because I've been doing editing in other saves and other Let's Plays, and it's slow. And it seems like the first 2 tiers got done quicker than I expected. I was going fast speed. And there we go. We got a promotion. Yay! So he is now a laboratory leader, and he is going to now make 142 per hour, and he got 816 simoleons and a hygienic decontamination pod, and he still works 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and they do this all the way up to the top, including the top. They work 5 days a week, which is actually one of the things I don't really like about this career, because a lot of the base game careers, they don't work as many days when they get to the higher levels, and I kind of like that, especially because it's a long day, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They're gone most of the week. Then they come home, and their needs are usually not that good. His are actually pretty good, but his fun, sometimes I find the fun is like completely tanked, but I think his fun was pretty much at the top when he came home last time. But yeah, no thanks, Brian. We're not going to go meet you. So he will be going to work tomorrow and in the next part. So he will need to do some more breakthroughs. So he needs a little bit of a shower, so why don't I take him up here? Well, he is up here. Why don't I go here and take a thoughtful shower? And then I'll do the usual. I'm finding the reading seems to be quite successful when it comes to getting breakthroughs. So I'm just trying to look at his skills to see what would be good for him to read about. You know, may as well work on something he's already started instead of just randomly doing something else. I also added Amelia to our club because it was easier to have her, if she was going to be here during the day, to have her be in the club. So I must have gardening in the club. I don't really want her harvesting anything. Why don't you just go be productive while you're still here and paint? I think you had you wanted to do a pop art painting. So why don't you do that since you have a whim for that? We'll do a large one while we're at it. And let me see, I was checking in with Eric. So we were going to have him do that. And let's take a look at what books we have in here that he may need. So I had her reading the flower arranging book, which normally how they work is 1 goes from 1 to 4, and then the second level goes from 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. But there's like the bottom one covers up to 4, and then once you're at 4, you read the second one, and once you get to 7, you read the last one. I think is how I don't tend to read the skill books at the higher levels, to be quite honest. I tend to read it at the first, and that's mainly, except for the vampire lore, which is completely different anyways. But I had her reading that, and she's only level 9, and she wasn't learning anything from it. So this is probably one of the reasons I don't like the flower arranging skill, because I find it's really slow boosting it. I probably don't have that as a boost in the club, but even when I have a boost in the club, I don't find it grows very quickly, and they don't get fun when they're doing it, and they can't listen to music when they do it. So really, it's probably about my least favorite skill in the game, because it's just slow. I know that like she made a few flower arrangements, and they were worth like 1,600. They were like the highest skill one that she could do, and it was worth 1,600, but it did have some things that went into it too. So I personally don't really see flower arranging as being that much of a moneymaker compared to other things you can do, and I have done in the game. So he already is at level 4 of herbalism, so I think he kind of needs to get the next book up. So I'm going to get him level 2 of the herbalism skill, but I think we're going to leave this part here because he has gotten his promotion. Actually, before he does that, maybe he should feed a treat and talk to Bob. We can ask him about his day. So that's going to be it for this part. So he is obviously not pregnant because he's not having any signs, and we would have known by now if he was. But he did get his promotion at least, so that's something. So that's a good thing. But that is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!